Continuing on the custom card review streak, we're going to be talking about a Sid card, and it's coming in from Super Saiyan Rose Katsu? I think that's how you say it. I'm so sorry if I butchered that. Send me Dokkan concepts over to bhfcustomcards@gmail.com so you get to your Dokkan concept as soon as possible while I get all these recent Dokkan concepts out the way. So I'm going to tell you guys this verbatim. I've already read the card because I was just like, I was just setting up my the recording, and I was pulling up the 200% leader skill, and as I was pulling up 200% leader skill, I was like, okay, let me take a little peek at the card. I read a little bit, and then I kept reading, and I'm like, bro, the card's broken. I mean, what a surprise, right? Yeah, spoiler alert. Yeah. All right, so thank you for sending your custom card in Super Saiyan Rose Katsu. I think I said that wrong. I'm sorry, brother. Okay, so Mastermind. Data download, by the way. I'm late to the party. Mastermind lurking in the shadow. STRLR Dokkan Fest Extreme Class Sid. Okay, so Sid from, I think, the anime. I literally just looked up what anime he's from. I think it's the Eminence of the Shadow? Something like that. Let me just real quick double check that. What anime is Sid from? The Eminence in the Shadow. Okay, so I was in the ballpark, but I couldn't find my seat. Okay. Okay. Oh, a bunch of new events too. All right. So, his leader skill. I think his leader skill, outside of like his sub leader skill, I think his 250% leader skill is probably the weakest part of him. Okay, so his leader skill for the main part of it is crossover, worldwide chaos, or transformation boost 3 key. Excuse me, my bad. 8 key. Because if you guys look closely, it says 8 key. Because clearly I can't read. 8 key and 200% across the board. And the additional 50% the stats is to time travelers or final trump card. So I did pull up the 250% leader skill. 8 key and 250% leader skill. Like, goddamn. Now, with those high stats, usually when we see these ridiculously high percentage leader skills, I mean, well, technically in Dokkan we do have such a thing, but still. It's only for HP. But still, back on over to the custom card. We usually have like these busted characters on these high percentage leader skills, but for today that's not really the case. It's like the best characters on this leader skills, like the LR Gods, LR Full Power Frieza, Boo Tank's still quite solid. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, of course Daima Vegeta, the Daima Goku. It's like we have transforming we have Buhan, excuse me. It's like we do have Fat Boo, we have Fruita Goat, and then we have a couple of Super Easy A's down here. We do have Easy A Texel, I did see him, as well as Easy A Buhan. Like, this team is very, very limited. There's not really too many options. There's just a couple of good options sprinkled here and there. It's like, there's just, like, the team's mid, okay? The 250% leader skill is mid. You don't have the key options. You're not running this team. And if that's the case, then the team is mid, yes? All right, so back on over to the card. And his sub leader skill, which is easily better than his 250% leader skill, is 6 key and 200% across the board to extreme class characters, excluding the characters that are on his 250% leader skill. Alright, so his passive, that being Shadow Awakened. Wait, that counts? No, that doesn't count, okay. So his passive, that being Shadow Awakened, let's just go and highlight the entire thing so it's easier for me to read. Activates intro animation when there's another extreme class ally on rotation, 7 key, and foresees enemy super attacks, just for the rest of the battle. Okay. 400% attack and defense at the start of battle, and 90% damage reduction. Alright. Guards all attacks. Alright. 50% chance to dodge when the entire team is extreme class, and a 30% chance to dodge when the entire team is super class, and all allies, excluding the unit, 9% chance to dodge, including super attacks, with each turn pass starting from the second turn from these characters' entry turn. Okay, so he's just giving, just for the rest of the battle, free 9% chance to dodge with every turn pass. Start from the character's second turn, of course. 250% attack and defense with 1 rainbow key sphere collected. And this part of the kit right over here is where I don't really understand why, like, why he has this part of this kit. So he changes AGL, Tech, physical, and int key spheres to rainbow and HP is 50% or above, but he changes the entire field to STR when your HP is below 50%. But that's concurrent, like that continues, right? That's continuous when your HP is below that threshold. But the only thing is that this guy himself will not cause you to fall below the HP threshold. It will just be you off of the basis of this 250% leader skill, right? Granted, you don't have the correct options. And of course, you want to run the full extreme class team for the 50% chance to dodge. But get this, you do not need to have dodge on him. He doesn't need to have dodge because he has 90% damage reduction in guard. He's not taking damage, bro. He's not taking damage at all. So the dodge is almost pointless. Like what? Okay. And what else? Counters enemies all attacks that are targeted at this character with tremendous power. Like, of course, he has counters. Haven't seen the anime before, but I like to assume that this is a reference off the anime, or maybe you just do it on there just cause. And 16% attack and defense per rainbow keys are obtained, so you can only collect up to a max of what's that, 5 rainbow orbs. So what's that? I'm just gonna go ahead and do quick math because I cannot do that off the top of my head. Let me just grab my calculator real quick. So that's just 16 times 5. That's all that is. It's 80%. So he collects those 5 rainbow orbs, and that's a free 80% attack and defense. And he gets 7% defense and 5% attack to all allies, including himself, per STR key sphere obtained. So once he gets that full field of STR key spheres, when he's below that 50% or less HP threshold for the team, of course, he's nuking with everybody on the rotation. So you guys know what that means, right? That literally means that you guys know what remember what I said about this 250% leader skill, right? I forgot to turn off my camera for this one. So that means, let's say you pull together like let's just grab like a mid unit, like you, for example. So if we throw like you on a rotation, this in LR Fusion Zamasu, we throw him on rotation right next to the Sid, and Sid grabs that full field of orbs, he's directly buffing this guy. And this guy would absolutely love to use the help. So his nuking is shared with the entire rotation with himself. That's so crazy, bro. Now that is probably... Is that the strongest thing about him outside of the 90% damage reduction, guard, and 50% chance to dodge granted the team is full extreme class? I'd probably say so. So above the HP threshold, he's gonna be changing 4 different types of key spheres to rainbow, just guaranteed every time it comes on turn, right? So you can get that free 80% attack and defense. When you're below the HP threshold, he's gonna be nuking the entire field on and on. But yeah, no, he's not. It's not gonna be continuous because he's gonna heal. Yeah, it's not going to be continuous. It's only going to be within that one turn. He's going to go back up to 100% HP, and then once you get back below the HP threshold, okay, that's how. I never thought about the healing thing. Wow, okay. Alright, so guaranteed crits when key is above 16, okay. Launches 2 guaranteed supers if the entire team is extreme class. So you want the entire team to be extreme class, just about, because he's giving 200% the stats to extreme class. I'm going to usually say that his sub leader skill is better than his main leader skill, just for the free. That's just easy. Just off of the freebie. And then his 12 key, he stacks attack and defense. It does mega colossal damage, so he just does mega colossal damage in his 12 key. Okay. And his 18 key, that being the all range atomic, 100% defense for all allies, and greatly raises this unit's attack and defense for 3 turns. That's 50% attack defense for 3 turns, and a 70% chance to cause mega colossal damage. I like to assume that's what he meant. And the active skill, that being atomic field, creates a domain atomic field and targets all attacks to himself. If the following conditions are met, all allies on team are superclass. Whoa. Okay, so he has to have a full superclass team for this. Interesting. Changes unit typing and class to physical. So he's changed to super physical. He goes from extreme STR to super physical. Okay. Interesting. So we're going with like a Tech Majin Vegeta sort of design with his little domain. His passive, after change, background character A. Oh my god, is he really a background character? He gets 5 ki, recovers his full HP when, or just recovers HP, just revives with full HP, excuse me, when any character in the turn is KO'd or when health reaches 0. Pretty much the same thing, right? He has a guaranteed dodge. Wow. And 400% attack and defense. His 12 key, that being background character's technique number 69, sacrifices 10% HP and causes mega colossal damage to just enemies. Okay. And his 18 key, that being heroic sacrifice, available only one time, so you can just do it one time only. Sacrifices 100% of your health for every 1% of sacrificed health, raises attack by 50%, and causes super ultimate damage to enemies. Interesting. Damn, so, wow. For each 1% HP that he loses, he gets 50% attack. Yo, this 18 key for the domain would hit like a nuke. Oh my god. Considering the fact that you're stacking, of course, right? So some of that stacked up attack and defense is definitely going to go into this character's, what's this? His, domain? For certain. In his categories, I mean, there's not really much to read off of the categories, so I'll just read it. So, Worldwide Chaos, Crossover, Transformation Boost, Final Trump Card, Time Travelers, oh my god, excuse me, Shadow Garden, and Uncontrollable Power. It's not even that early in the morning, and I just can't read. Oh my god. Big Bad Bosses, Fierce Battle, Berserker, Legendary Power, Nightmare, Shocking Speed, Fear and Faith. And these are his 55% stats. Interesting. Okay, so I like to assume that he's going to have a very absurdly high defensive stat, and his attack stat's going to be looking pretty moderate for a LR. Oh my god, I'm having crazy brain farts right now. So sum up this card: strong support type unit, strong support type unit that gives dodge and nukes alongside his. He nukes. Okay, when he nukes, he's supporting. So when he gets all those orbs, he not only gets those stats from his nuking, but he gives it to the entire rotation. So I'm going to count that as a very strong support type ability. So, strong support type unit that gives dodge. He has 90% damage reduction guard, 50% chance to dodge, 2 guarantee supers built in, can change 4 different types of key spheres to rainbow, getting up to 80% attack and defense with those 5 rainbow orbs. What else did I miss? Foresees enemy super attacks. The worst thing about this card is his 200% leader skill. Well, excuse me, his 250% leader skill. Actually, no, that's right. Yeah, his 200% leader skill is the worst thing about this card. Yeah, I would probably say so. His sub leader skill for his 200% is just easily better. And then you get on over to his domain. 5 key. He has a sensu means he just practically revives you. Guaranteed dodge, 400% attack and defense. Yeah, and that's about it. So you can choose not to get the 18 key super, and you could just keep him aside this form for the guaranteed dodge. If not, you could just go ahead and just sack your 100% HP and just nuke the boss and obliterate him. Yeah, that's about it. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys are the best. Send me Dokkan concepts over to bhdevcustomcards@gmail.com to get to your Dokkan concept as soon as possible. While I'm getting all these recent Dokkan concepts out the way, I cannot read this morning, so I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. Join the 24/7 Discord server. Link is down below in the description for you guys to join today. Super Saiyan Rose, thank you for sending your card. I think that's what SSJR means, right? Katsu, I think that's who sent this, right? I probably said that name wrong because I'm pretty certain that's for another language, right? Yeah, I think that's about it. Leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and that is all. Peace.